Hello students, I welcome you all to the video solutions of final test series phase 2 test number 2 code D, which was held on 7th April. So let's start with section A, starting with question number 151, which states the enzyme which does not directly act on the food substance in small intestine of man is. So students options देखते हैं. पहला option है यहाँ पे lipase. Now lipase acts on monoglycerides and diglycerides, which finally yields fatty acids and glycerol. So that's why option number 1 is incorrect. Option number 2 here is trypsin. Now trypsin क्या है? Trypsin is a proteolytic enzyme which acts on proteins. So that's why option number 2 is also wrong. Option number 3 here is amylopsin. Now amylopsin is a pancreatic amylase that acts on starch. So that's why option number 3 is also wrong. Option number 4 here is enterokinase. Now enterokinase acts on trypsinogen to activate it, that is it acts on trypsinogen to convert trypsinogen into trypsin. So this does not act directly on any food substance. So our correct answer here will be option number 4. Now let's move on to next question, that is question number 152, which states pancreatic juice contains procarboxypeptidases, trypsinogen and chymotrypsinogen, which after activation in duodenum helps in the conversion of proteoses into. So students, यहाँ पे तीनों enzymes proteolytic enzymes है and these converts proteoses into dipeptides, which are finally converted into amino acids by the action of dipeptidases. So here option number 1, 2 and 3 are incorrect and our correct answer here is option number 4. Now let's move on to next question, that is question number 153, which states select the option that fills the blanks in the given equations correctly. So students एक एक करके reactions देखते हैं. पहला reaction यहाँ पे है dipeptides when acted upon by dipeptidases gives A. So here A will be amino acids. दूसरा reaction यहाँ पे है maltose when acted upon by B gives glucose plus glucose. So here B will be maltase. तीसरा रिएक्शन यहाँ पे है lactose when acted upon by lactase gives glucose plus C. तो यहाँ पे C will be galactose. फोर्थ रिएक्शन यहाँ पे है sucrose when acted upon by sucrase gives glucose plus D. Now D here will be fructose. So here A is amino acids, B is maltase, C is galactose and D is fructose. So the option which is satisfying our answer is option number 1. Now let's move on to next question, that is question number 154, which states human liver is divided into how many lobes? So students NCERT में भी ये लिखा है that human liver is divided into 2 lobes, that is left and right lobes. So that's why option number 1, 2 and 3 are incorrect and our correct answer is option number 4. Now let's move on to next question, that is question number 155, which states common bile duct is formed by union of ducts from. So students, common bile duct is formed by the union of cystic duct and hepatic duct. Now students, cystic duct क्या है? Cystic duct is the duct from gallbladder, while hepatic duct is duct from liver. So that's why option number 1, 2 and 4 are incorrect and our correct answer here is option number 3. Now let's move on to next question, that is question number 156, which states match column 1 with column 2 and choose the correct option. So under column 1, different classes of enzymes are given. So let's see one by one. पहला है A, oxidoreductases. Now these are also known as dehydrogenases, and oxidoreductases, as the name is suggesting, they catalyze oxidoreduction between two substrates. So that's why A matches with 3. B here is transferases. Now as the name is suggesting, they catalyze a transfer of a group other than hydrogen between a pair of substrate. So that's why B here matches with 1. C here is isomerases. Now isomerases are the enzyme which catalyze interconversion of optical, geometric or positional isomers. So that's why C here matches with 2. So the option which is satisfying our answer here is option number 1. Now let's move on to next question, that is question number 157, which states distance between two successive base pairs in B DNA on same strand is. So student, structure of B DNA was studied by Watson and Crick, who gave Watson and Crick model, and rise per base pair in B DNA is 3.4 angstrom, which equals to 0.34 nanometer. So the distance between two successive base pairs in B DNA on same strand equals to 0.34 nanometer. So that's why option number 1, 3 and 4 are incorrect, and our correct answer here is option number 2. Now students, let's talk about other question, that is question number 158, that states in a nucleotide an ester bond is present between. So students, nucleotide क्या होता है? Nucleotide is formed when nucleoside combines with a phosphate group by an ester bond. Now let's see the structure first. So this is the structure of nucleoside, and when it combines with phosphate group, it forms nucleotide. So let's see the structure of nucleotide. So this is ester bond. So here you can see the ester bond is formed between phosphate and hydroxyl group of sugar. So that's why option number 1, 2 and 4 are incorrect, and our correct answer here is option number 3. Now let's move on to next question, that is question number 159, which states which among the following does not hold true for nucleic acids. So options are, पहला option है a nucleic acid containing ribose sugar is called RNA. It is absolutely true, as RNA stands for ribonucleic acid and it does contains ribose sugar. So this cannot be our answer according to the question. दूसरा option है यहाँ पे a nucleic acid containing 2-deoxyribose sugar is called DNA. This is also true, as DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. So this also cannot be our answer here. Option number 3 यहाँ पे है, they are polymer of nucleotides. ये भी बिल्कुल सही बात है. So this also cannot be our answer. Fourth option here is a nucleotide has only 2 chemically distinct components, nitrogenous base and sugar. So students, हमने previous slide में ही discuss किया that nucleotide is formed when nucleoside combines with a phosphate group. So they have 3 chemical components, that is nitrogenous base, a sugar and a phosphate group. So option number 4 is our correct answer. Now let's move on to next question, that is question number 160, which states chitin occurs in. So students, options discuss करने से पहले you should know what is chitin. Now chitin is a homopolymer of N-acetyl glucosamine. And it forms exoskeleton of arthropods. So options देखते हैं. पहला option है यहाँ पे exoskeleton of crab. Now crab is a crustacean and it is an arthropod. So this should be an answer, but let's discuss the other options also. दूसरा option यहाँ पे है nails in mammals. Now nails in mammals is made up of keratin. So that's why option number 2 is wrong. Option number 3 here is human hair. Human hair is also made up of keratin. So that's why option number 3 is incorrect. Option number 4 here is bacterial cell wall. Now bacterial cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan. So that's why option number 4 is also incorrect, and a correct answer here is option number 1.